Thank you for joining me. I'm Barbara O'Neill. Most people assume the fridge is the safest place to store food, but did you know that storing certain foods cold could actually ruin their flavour, texture, and even their health benefits? Some foods turn grainy, lose their natural sweetness, or even develop harmful compounds when exposed to low temperatures. And yet so many people unknowingly sabotage their food without realising it. Before you make the same mistake, let's go through 10 foods that should never be stored in the fridge, and the surprising reasons why keeping them at room temperature is the better choice. Number 1, avocados. Unripe avocados should never be refrigerated, as the cold slows down their ripening process. Enzymatic activity responsible for ripening is inhibited, leaving you with hard, flavourless fruit. At room temperature, avocados ripen naturally, developing their signature creamy texture and rich taste. Cold temperatures can also dull the flavour, reducing the volatile compounds that contribute to their distinct taste. Refrigeration may cause the skin to darken while the inside remains unripe, making it difficult to determine its actual ripeness. However, if you have fully ripe avocados that you aren't ready to eat, refrigeration can help slow further ripening, but they should be used within a few days for the best flavour and texture. Number 2, tomatoes. Tomatoes are best kept out of the fridge to maintain their optimal taste and texture. Cold temperatures mute their natural sweetness, making them bland and unappealing. Refrigeration also alters their texture, causing them to become mealy. The enzymes responsible for their signature flavour become disrupted in the cold, resulting in tomatoes that lack the juicy, vibrant taste of their room temperature counterparts. Since tomatoes are tropical fruits, they are particularly sensitive to cold storage, which halts their ripening process, preventing them from reaching their full flavour potential. Keeping them at room temperature allows them to ripen naturally, enhancing their taste and overall quality. Beyond taste, refrigeration also affects the nutritional profile of tomatoes. These red gems are packed with antioxidants like lycopene, but exposure to cold temperatures can reduce the levels of these beneficial compounds. To maximize their health benefits, store tomatoes on the counter or in a fruit bowl, stem side down to minimize moisture loss. If they are already fully ripe and you aren't ready to use them, refrigeration is an option. But be sure to let them return to room temperature before eating to bring back their best flavour. Number 3, onions. Onions don't belong in the fridge due to several reasons. First, the moisture inside the fridge can make them soft and prone to mould growth. Onions thrive in a cool, dry place rather than a cold, damp environment. Additionally, refrigeration alters their texture and taste, converting their natural starches into sugars, resulting in an unexpectedly sweet onion that might not work well in all dishes. Another downside of storing onions in the fridge is odour absorption. Onions can easily soak up surrounding scents, leading to undesirable flavour combinations. Imagine onion-infused fruit or dairy, not the most appetising thought. Moreover, refrigeration encourages sprouting, reducing their shelf life. While sprouted onions are still edible, their texture and taste become compromised. If you need to store a cut onion, refrigeration is acceptable, but make sure to place it in an airtight container to prevent odour transfer and maintain its freshness. Number 4, garlic. Garlic does not fare well in the fridge. Cold temperatures encourage sprouting, altering both its taste and texture. Additionally, the refrigerator's damp environment can lead to mold growth, diminishing its quality. Refrigeration also affects garlic's flavour. The cold converts its natural sugars into starches, weakening its bold taste and reducing its aromatic potency. Excess moisture from refrigeration can result in rubbery or mouldy cloves, further impacting both its longevity and culinary appeal. Another issue with storing garlic in the fridge is its tendency to absorb odours from nearby foods. Garlic's porous skin makes it highly susceptible to picking up surrounding scents, potentially altering its signature flavour. For best results, store garlic in a cool, dry place with good airflow, ideally at temperatures around 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. A mesh bag or an open container helps prevent moisture buildup and mold growth while preserving garlic's robust taste. Number 5. Potatoes. Refrigerating potatoes can negatively impact their taste and texture. The cold environment causes their natural starches to convert into sugar, making them overly sweet and altering their cooking properties. Additionally, refrigerating potatoes increases the formation of acrylamide when they're cooked at high temperatures. Acrylamide is a chemical that forms in starchy foods during high heat cooking and is considered a potential health risk. Storing potatoes at room temperature helps reduce this risk. Moisture is another issue. Refrigeration increases the water content in potatoes, promoting bacterial growth and leading to quicker spoilage. Instead, potatoes should be kept in a cool, dark and well-ventilated place to preserve their quality and shelf life. Number 6. Bananas. Bananas thrive in warm environments, and refrigerating them disrupts their natural ripening process. Cold temperatures break down their cell walls, leading to browning of the skin and an unpleasant texture. Additionally, refrigerated bananas may ripen unevenly, developing an unappealing contrast between an overripe exterior and an underripe interior. The cold environment also suppresses the enzymes that enhance their natural sweetness, resulting in a duller taste. For the best eating experience, store bananas at room temperature where they can ripen properly, maintaining both their flavor and nutritional content. Number 7. Bread. Storing bread in the refrigerator might seem like a good way to extend its shelf life, but in reality, it accelerates the staling process. The cold environment causes the starch molecules in the bread to recrystallize more quickly, making it dry, tough, and less enjoyable to eat. While refrigeration does slow down mold growth, it doesn't help maintain the bread's softness or flavor. Instead, keep bread in a cool, dry place at room temperature, ideally in a bread box or a paper bag to allow proper airflow. If you need to store it for an extended period, freezing is a much better option. Frozen bread retains its texture and flavor when properly thawed, ensuring you always get a fresh, soft bite every time. Number 8. Honey. Refrigerating honey is one of the quickest ways to ruin its smooth, golden consistency. Cold temperatures cause honey to crystallize rapidly, turning it thick, gritty, and difficult to pour. This natural process doesn't mean the honey has gone bad, but it does make it harder to use. Additionally, refrigeration can introduce moisture into the jar, which may alter its composition and affect its flavor over time. Honey is a naturally long-lasting food due to its low moisture content and high acidity, which prevent bacterial growth. To keep it at its best, store honey in a sealed container at room temperature, away from direct sunlight and heat sources. This way, it remains smooth, liquid, and easy to use. Number 9. Uncut melons. Whole melons should always be stored at room temperature until they're ready to be sliced. When refrigerated before cutting, melons can lose their natural sweetness and juiciness because the cold temperatures suppress the enzyme activity responsible for ripening. As a result, the fruit becomes less flavorful and more bland. Beyond taste, refrigeration may also reduce the antioxidant levels in melons, lowering their nutritional value. To enjoy melons at peak ripeness, store them in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight. Once you've cut into the fruit, then it should be refrigerated in an airtight container to maintain freshness and prevent spoilage. Number 10. Olive oil. Many people assume olive oil should be stored in the fridge to prevent it from going rancid, but refrigeration can actually do more harm than good. Cold temperatures cause the oil to solidify and develop a cloudy appearance, which may look unappealing but doesn't indicate spoilage. However, repeated temperature fluctuations can affect its overall quality and flavor. Another issue is condensation inside the bottle, which can introduce moisture and lead to potential bacterial contamination. To maintain olive oil's freshness, Store it in a cool, dark place, such as a pantry or cupboard, away from heat and direct sunlight. This helps preserve its rich flavor, nutritional benefits, and overall quality for longer. Storing food the right way isn't just about convenience, it's about preserving taste, texture, and nutrition. While the fridge is great for many items, it's not always the best solution. From bread that turns dry to honey that crystallizes, knowing what not to refrigerate can make all the difference in keeping your food fresh and flavorful. By making small adjustments in how you store everyday staples, you can prevent waste, enjoy better tasting food, and make the most of what's in your kitchen. So next time you're about to toss something into the fridge, ask yourself, does it really belong there? If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more food tips and smart storage hacks. See you in the next video.